Hello again, everyone, and welcome into our final 2023 position breakdown for the 2023 Miami Redhawk football team. Again, opening up at Miami on September 1st. Should be a great battle between the Redhawks and the Hurricanes. Steve Baker here, head coach Chuck Martin, and today the special teams coach. And this is an area your kickers are among the most experienced in the back and the best in the back, and have proven it just about every game.
Yeah, I say we save the best for last with the specialists, the forgotten people, how important this part of the game is, and what a good group we have. We have Dom Zobin back, who was a game-changing punter for us last year. I think he had one bad game all year. Changed so many big punts to flip the field in key situations, setting up a safety when we were down and out early at Northern Illinois, and just it goes on and on. How many punts that we kicked down inside the 10-yard line and created long fields. And just Northwestern before the half, we had special teams onslaught where we were backed up and looked like they were going to get the ball midfield, but Dom punted them all the way back to their 20, and then our defense did their job, and then Caden Woolard blocked the punt, and next thing you know, we're tied at halftime. So Dom definitely great punter, great place kicker. He's been our backup place kicker. He's good enough to be a starting place kicker. Alec Bevenheimer, his backup, is just as talented and getting more consistent all the time. So we got a great 1-2 punch. Obviously, Graham Nicholson, the place kicking. Dom's his backup. Graham's been tremendous for us for 2 years, has 55, 60-yard distance. Great kickoff guy for us. Then we go three deep at long snap with Brandon Beatty, Nick Walker, and Hudson Powell. The Nick Walker, Hudson Powell fighting to be the backup long snapper is going to be huge, with Brandon coming back from Kings, Ohio, right down the road, going into his last year. So, two punters, three long snappers, two kickers. We'd have and Kalen McLaughlin from Trinity down in Louisville, who I've watched kick this summer, is really talented place kicker. And then we talked about our depth at linebacker. We talked about our depth at safety. And then we have really good returners. I know we lose Jay Walker, who's a dynamic returner, but I know Kevin Davis will take over some of those duties. And there's a slew of other guys that want to, Frizz McKee went back and returned against Akron and looked fantastic.
Pretty good, Daddy, yeah.
So, and then we have all those backers and safeties, so our coverage units with all that depth. And how do you play all those linebackers? Well, you play them on special teams. That's how you play all them linebackers. How do you play all them safeties? You play them on special teams. Cy Walters made a name for himself running down and covering kicks. So, we want to get explosive. It's hard to get good kickoff returns, but we got to get better at kickoff returns. We had a few. Our punt return unit was really good. We blocked a number of kicks. Had a crucial block field goal against Kent State in the first quarter, crucial block punts in a number of games. So we want to stay aggressive with our punt blocking, but we also have a really good return, so we'll be balanced there. And then obviously we talk about Dom flipping the field over and over. So it's such a critical part of the game. Our special teams should be lights out. We have very high expectations. It's a very prideful group, and it's not just the specialists, it's the whole football team. We take a lot of pride of playing fourth down. And then you go with an experienced offense and defense, we're putting together a team that can be a really solid football team.
Yeah, it all begins September 1st at Miami to take on the Hurricanes. And Coach, as we've gone through all of these, you've been in fall camp, and just a matter of time away from taking on the Hurricanes. And we talk about it every year, but having one of these games on, it's hugely challenging. Obviously Miami was down last year, supposed to be better this year. What's it mean to your program and these guys to go into a stadium like this and into an atmosphere like this? First game out to get you ready for the rest of the year. And you start with 3 road games.
Yeah. Well, we're used to playing on the road. We don't play in Yeager very often, so that's normal for Miami football. We play 5 games in Yeager again this year, which I think we haven't played 6 games in Yeager since all the way back to 2018. So we're used to starting off the year on the road. It's not a big deal for us. We always talk about life's about experiences, and like getting the experience to go play Miami, Florida, and Coral Gables down in Miami on a Friday night. Just totally different. We played everybody in the Midwest. We played Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame, you've named it. We've played them. We played every Big Ten. Last year we dipped down to Kentucky, which was really cool, different experience. Our kids loved it. It was an unbelievable venue. And now we're kind of getting a little bit out of our comfort zone and going someplace. We haven't had that long road trip because even Kentucky's a couple hours away where we get in a flight and go, across the country down all the way down to Miami. So what an unbelievable experience for these kids, the coaches, the fans. I know all the fans are planning on going to Miami because it's Miami. Yeah. They're going to get there early and stay late and enjoy it. We got to go there and work, unfortunately. But
Miami in September is never a bad deal, right?
So it's a wonderful opportunity for Miami football. I know our kids and staff and I know everybody's really looking forward to go down there. I wish it was more like a bowl game where we could go enjoy it. We'll be in on Thursday, flying back after the game. But again, something you'll remember for a lifetime, an opportunity of a lifetime, just like we talk about when you go to Kentucky, when you go to Northwestern, chance to go play a Power 5 team. They're in year 2. Again, huge transition year 1. We know what that's all about. Yeah. They played some really good football. They played some bad football. They were very inconsistent in year 1. They are loaded with talent. Yeah. They got a lot of NFL players, from a fast, physical group. It'll be as fast and physical group as we see all year, but we're really excited about that opportunity.
Coach, thank you so much for spending the time with us to do these position breakdowns, and wish you the best of luck as you get ready for the Canes.
Perfect, thanks.
Head coach Chuck Martin joining us, and that'll do it for our 2023 position breakdowns of the Miami Redhawk football team here on MiamiRedhawks.com.